guys, this is Lynn Wilson at Lynn Wilson Originals here in Mills River, North Carolina. And today what I'm working on is reupholstering a round cushion. It's actually for a footstool, but the same principles would apply if you're trying to reupholster like a round chair seat. So this actually, I don't know if you can see these staples. These are really, really strong staples. They're really hard to pull. You can, but I'm going to avoid it this time. And this also has some texture. What I'm going to do is put a layer of this thick cotton batting here. So that's going to cover up both the texture and the color of this fabric, and I'm not going to have to take out these industrial staples. Let me pull this down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I have this remnant, and so I'm just going to try to center it. This is a footstool, and obviously it's not going to get quite as much attention as a chair would, but I'm going to try to make use of what I have here and try to get something centered. So I'm pretty happy with that. And what I'm going to do now is get a couple of staples secured here. So when you're working on something round, you're going to want to work from like these two sides and then this way, and then work around. Because if you started right here and just started working around, you're gonna find that when you get to the end, you've got fabric that doesn't, that you would have to put huge pleats in. And this way, we can just put little pleats in as we go. So I'm just gonna secure this here. Actually, I'm going to put it further down because I want to cover up the old fabric. And I'm just going to take my hands and smooth it across to try to stretch my fabric. So that way, it's kind of replicating what would happen, you know, when you sit on it, or in this case, when you put your feet on it. You don't want to pull too hard because you can get like pull marks. So by sliding your hand across and kind of wrapping the fabric around, you'll avoid those pull marks. So now we'll go to the opposite sides. And you want to make sure that you get your cotton out of the way. You're not going to risk stapling into your cotton. And again, I just kind of look at the front. Make sure I've got it kind of centered here. I'm going to press and wrap. So now I'll go to the opposite side, and you can see I have a little extra cotton here, so I'll be pulling that off just so that I only want it to come to the edge. I have way more fabric than I need here, so I'm going to take a little bit off. So now I have a staple in each of the corners. So the next place I'm going to go to is in between each of those two staples. So I'm going to look at this edge And my goal is to not have any wrinkles or pleats. So I just did this corner. I'm going to go and do the opposite. So again, looking from the front, I don't want any wrinkles. So I'm going to try to just pull it straight. Oh, I need another hand. I'm going to do the same thing in this side, trying to avoid any wrinkles. And now the last corner. Again, looking at the front. So you see when I pull, naturally a couple of these pleats want to form. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to manipulate my fabric so that those pleats are not getting stapled in. And again, it's okay to have it, if you have pleats underneath, which we will have, but what we're trying to do is not have anything in the front. So from the front, you really can't see any wrinkles. Now, what we do is just keep going the way we just did. And in between every two staples, then we try to pull our fabric straight. And staple underneath. I can go back at the end. Obviously, I'll cut all this off, but I like to put another piece of material. It just gives you a clean look. So I'll just keep going around and incrementally try to get a smooth edge. So I'm just going in between each of my staples. I'm going to go ahead and cut some of this fabric back so it's a little more obvious what I'm doing. So I went here and here, here and here, then in between. So I need to put one in right here. So I find this, putting the staples in and then just going in between each staple is a good way to not have to put pleats on the back. So there you have it. There's your cushion. I do appreciate your watching and your support. It means a lot to me. So thank you and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.